All right, everybody, we're back with episode 4 of the Payoff Pitch. Once again, I'm your host, Paul Valley. This may be the quickest update you're ever going to see on this show. We talked about in episode 3, Hyun-Soo Kim not making the 25-man roster, and he was either going to have to accept the minor league assignment or the Orioles were going to be forced to make a tough decision. Well, in the time that I spent uploading the video to YouTube and posting the video for the last episode, it's come out that Kim has refused to accept the assignment, leaving the Orioles in a tough spot. Because now they either have to release him and pay him his full $7 million to never play for them, or they have to put him on the 25-man roster and give him a spot that he didn't earn. I gotta be honest, if you can't already tell by my tone, I'm pretty irritated about it. In what job, in what profession can you underperform, get demoted, and say to your boss, no, I'm not accepting the demotion. You can either keep me on, or you can let me go. Either way, you're paying me my full salary. In what job can you do that? It is absolutely ridiculous to me that he is pretty much handcuffing the Orioles and holding them ransom. You didn't earn a spot. Okay, 8 hits and 44 bats isn't earning a spot. And I know that some other guys, Chris Davis and Pedro Alvarez and Matt Wieters, didn't have the greatest of springs, but these guys all have proven track records. You haven't done anything above what is considered to be AA level over in the KBO. Take the minor league assignment, go down, get the seasoning, and potentially help this squad later in the summer. To think that you can take a 25-man spot when you didn't earn it and you don't deserve it, and you can take a spot from somebody else who earned the right to be there, is absurd. And I know, it was in the contract, the Orioles signed the contract, they knew what they were doing when they did it, but they expected you to be a player that you haven't shown you're able to be at this level. It's mind-boggling to me that players are allowed to do this, and I get it. The Orioles knew the contract they were giving him, and I guess it's buyer's remorse at this point. You know, we're not going to sugarcoat it. It's buyer's remorse. I think the guy has a potential to be a good player. I think he can help the team, but I don't think he can right now. So why should he be allowed to take up a roster spot? And the fact that this is a baseball player who, for all intents and purposes, loves the game, but he's willing to sit out and not play and make the $7 million. Yeah, I mean, I get it. You know, a lot of people will love to sit on their butt for a year and make $7 million, for 2 years and make $7 million. He doesn't have to play baseball anywhere for 2 years and he gets $7 million. Blows my mind that he's allowed to do this, that the Orioles would allow him to do this by signing that contract. I guess hindsight being 2020, they wouldn't have done the contract that way had they known it would turn out this way. You know, if they release him, he's probably not playing this year because the KBO season started today, from what I read, and the roster and the budgets are set already. So he doesn't really have a great chance of playing anywhere if he doesn't play for the Orioles, and he doesn't deserve to be on the team. Just, like I said, holding the Orioles ransom, they got a tough decision to make by Sunday at noon. You know, I guess we're going to have to sit here and wait to see what they do. I can't imagine that they would weaken this team by putting him on the 25-man roster, but $7 million is a lot of money to pay somebody to not play for you. So, we'll see what happens. Until then, once again, as always, go O's.